Alright, so today I'd like to talk about aggregation. So the aggregation is one of the most famous top 5 features of the object-oriented programming in Python. So I'd like to show you right away. So I create a class called salary, and I'll pass the init function. I'll say pay and a bonus, and I'll create cell.pay equal pay and cell.bonus equal bonus. And then I create another function called annual salary, and I'll pass self, and then I return here self.pay times 12 plus self.bonus. Okay, so now I create another class called employee, and I create init function self and name and age, and let's say position here. So here the same self.name equal name, self.age equal age, and self.position equal position. So I just created two classes, and what I want to do right now is to create another function, and this one called check salary. And here in this function, I would like to actually return this annual salary from the salary class. So usually when people like to use the method from the another class, inheritance is the easiest way. But in these days, some practitioners say too much of the inheritance can make programs hard to manage. So some people actually prefer to use the aggregation. So I'd like to show you how the aggregation works right now. So I create another parameter called salary, and I create an attribute called object salary, and here I pass this parameter called salary. And this inside of the check salary, I return self.object salary, and actually I bring annual salary from the salary class. Okay, so let's see how it works. I create first instance called salary, and let's say this is the pay, and this is the bonus. And then I create another instance called employee1, and let's name Tom and age 32 and position engineer. And here, instead of putting the parameter, you bring this salary instance and you pass it as the parameter of this employee class. Okay, so now I create a console here, and let's run all of this code, and let's see employee1, and if I see object salary here, what you see right now is inside of this employee instance there is another instance called the object salary, and this is exactly the same as this instance of the salary from the first salary class. So when I call employee1 and check salary, so you see this is a return from this annual salary of the salary class. So this is the major work of the aggregation of the Python. Usually people call the inheritance as is a relationship, because you pass the parents class to the child class. So the relationship is like literally the is a relationship. But in the case of the aggregation, you create the instance salary and you pass it to the next instance. So instead of the is a relationship, it's more like called the has a relationship. All right, so this is a major difference between the inheritance and the aggregation. And I hope you guys enjoy my video. So see you next time.